My name's Isaac Collins. I'm 32 years of age, and I'm from West Plains, Missouri. I was introduced to drugs and alcohol from a very young age. Around my 8th grade year in high school, I was in a really rough four-wheeler wreck where I woke up in the hospital and had experienced for the first time the high of medication of opiates. And ever since that moment, I really began to chase that high. I come to a place in my addiction where I was suffering the consequences of my 4th DWI. The depression and anxiety and stress that I was experiencing had made me start to contemplate taking my own life. So after getting sentenced to 5 years probation for my 4th DWI, I ended up violating my probation for the 3rd time. And the prosecuting attorney, offered me a 120 in the Department of Corrections. And I told him that, I felt in need that I needed real help, real genuine help. And so he laid out in front of me a few options, and Heartland was one of my options. And there was something about it that it just drew me here. In the beginning, there's been many experiences that I've actually, that's really been a pivotal moment for me in while I've been here at Heartland. But I think one of the most pivotal experiences that I've had was when I took a Bible college class, relational theology, on Monday nights. God really, as we dove into the Word, God really started to do a work on me. And He started showing me that, all these satisfactions and fulfillments that I was finding in drugs and alcohol, that I can find in Him. And that was comforting, and that was really something that changed my momentum in this program. So ever since I've really experienced this freedom from drugs and alcohol, my source of happiness has become my family. God has really done a restoration there that's it's been amazing. In the midst of my addiction, I really had pushed about everybody that loved me and that I loved away from me. And this past year, I really got to see God do a work, not only in my life, but my family's life, and those relationships have been restored and are being restored. I got a big family of believers now, and once I return home, getting plugged into a church is one of my big support systems, but being able to be held accountable by my family. The word of encouragement would be it's never too late. If you're really looking for true freedom from addiction of drugs and alcohol, get out of your comfort zone and give God a chance.